And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and always providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, estate plans, tax plans, and so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, but most importantly, we want to engage with you to help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Save our hotline number in your phone because at some point you're going to need it. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. And we want you to bookmark our website, consumerqb.com, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website. I implore you to check it out and look up all of our expert contributors. You can see 60 to 80 show partners there, CPAs, financial advisors, all types of different attorneys, lots of real estate services and folks that we bring in to help you understand more about your buying decisions, help you avoid a lot of that commission-based advice that's so prevalent in our community. We want to help you win. It's Intelligent Talk Radio, and I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. David Ringo making his debut, 3D Solar, founder and CEO. Welcome in, sir.
Well, thank you very much, Ryan.
My pleasure. Absolutely. Give us a little overview of what we're going to talk about today.
I'd like to talk to a little bit about how we got started and where we came from and where we're at today. Just give you a little bit of background on us.
Yeah, solar is a great topic. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why homeowners should be tuning in and listening in right now and paying attention to what we're going to talk about. Tax credits, savings, investments in the home, saving the environment. There's a lot of reasons why. And also, congratulations for being selected to the Tampa Bay Business Journal's Fast 50. That's quite an accomplishment.
It is. We're so excited about that. First year of eligibility, and we're on the list, so we're so excited. We're happy with that. July 26th, I think it is. Yeah, July 26th is the ceremony where we find out where we're ranked on there. So
nice. That's really cool, man. Yep. Awesome. Good stuff. Also in studio, we've got Art Rosati, Overwatch Security. Welcome in, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. And God bless everybody on this 4th of July.
Yes. What a great day, isn't it? I mean, you think about security in the world today. What are we going to talk about in related to security?
A little bit about our background, how we got started, and we've been blessed. We've been growing. Yep. And just like last week when we handled you and Ken Shamrock, it was awesome. And thanks to you, brought us in. And if people don't know about your radio show and the quality that you bring to everybody, I'm telling you, everybody's just got to really get involved with you guys. Yeah,
man. I appreciate that, buddy. I really do. And Overwatch Security is a service that will allow, anyone that has events, putting on events, even, nightclub, different types of details. We'll talk about the different types of details that you and your team can do. And you're all military, former military, and involved with police enforcement at some point or another in your career.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
So that sets you apart from some of the other competition. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, that was great. So we got an all-star lineup here for you today, and I want to give a shout out to our restaurant partner, Brio Tuscan Grill, International Plaza. Go check them out. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. They're going to hook you up with a free appetizer just by mentioning the Consumer Quarterback Show. Tell them you're a fan of the show. They're going to hook you up with that free water with lemon, and then they also give you a nice appetizer. So really cool over there. They got the brunch on the weekends as well. They got an amazing brunch. Go check them out over there, 2223 North West Shore Boulevard. It's at the International Plaza at Bay Street there, and they've got some really good food, very friendly staff, and we really appreciate them as our official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, got a couple of hot listings I want to let you know about. As you know, I'm the owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. I got a hot property, 5506 Dallas Way in Valrico. This is a beautiful property, just listed, and it's $545,000, gated community, beautiful, beautiful property, and so many upgrades. This is one of those homes where the builder is actually a contractor. He's a general contractor, builds big commercial buildings. But on his own home, can you imagine what he's built into this property? All the best upgrades, all the best insulations, everything you can think of at 5506 Dallas Way in Valrico. Beautiful property, River Hills Country Club. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com for all of your real estate needs, buying, selling, or investing. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. And here's a new thing we're going to try. Let's see for the text. If you want to text REQB to short code 313131, so just open up a new text message, put at the top 313131, and then just text REQB. That's your message that's going to that number. You're going to get a link that comes back. It's going to show you all of our listings. It's going to have you be able to access it right there. REQB to 313131. All right, we're here in studio helping you win. We have our feel-good story of the week. There's a good one as well. Mystery shopper spends $1 million at Toys R Us to donate to kids. So pretty cool story there that we have for you later in the show. All right, let's jump right into it. So we've got David Ringo in the house, 3D Solar, and I'll tell you what, this is an area that it's going to be, it's part of our future. I mean, we're looking at, with real estate, with energy, with the different things that we see, in the economy and Florida in general. And I like how you guys are out in front. You're kind of, leading the way in this 3D revolution.
Absolutely. There's so many things you can do to your house to make it more efficient, but as soon as you turn a light on, you need power. And there's so many ways of saving money, like I said, but there's a few ways of actually generating your own power. And, we like to think that this is the most readily available, easy thing to do. And we've been doing this for a long time and getting really good at it and having a great time of it. So, we've been doing this for about 5 years, and it's just we keep growing, and the attention that Florida's getting right now is huge. It's starting to become really feasible to do financially, and people are starting to see it. The attention's really coming down here. There's a lot of national companies that are coming down here, and it's just there's a huge focus on solar right now in Florida, and we're just exploding. We're doing, we're growing all the time. It's fantastic. So
that's really cool. Here's a cool stat that I see: more power from the sun hits the earth in an hour that humanity uses in an entire year.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. So yeah.
Wow.
And we want to try and help people, grab some of that and help them eliminate their electric bill. That's really what we're trying to do, is make it to where you are investing your home. There's tax incentives. There's all kinds of things to do it. But yeah, there's more power that hits the earth in an hour. It's just crazy. It's mind-boggling is what it is, really.
To think about that. And then the next line down says solar provided 0.0039% of energy used in the U.S. last year.
Absolutely.
So it's a small ratio, right?
Exactly. I mean, everywhere you look, there's opportunity, every single place. So it's when we start talking to people, we ask them how many people they know have solar. And it's usually, well, I don't know anybody. Or maybe I know one person. I saw somebody in the community has it, so we're interested, and we want to know what it's all about.
Yeah.
So we still have, we're still on the leading edge of it being in the mainstream. People are still learning a lot about it, and there's still a lot of hesitation out there. But when we sit down and talk to them and explain to them the potential for savings, the tax credits, how much it helps their value of their home, and to have no electric bill is pretty enticing, Brandon.
That is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, folks, not to mention the government won't follow you. You're off the grid.
Yeah,
there you go. I'm not going to argue with that one either. So yeah, but no, there's some really great incentives out there. And the thing about it is, each year, if you look at what electric prices do, they go up about 4 to 5% in the state historically every year. And it doesn't sound like much, but if you had, if you were to finance a solar system and say you take it out 15, 20 years, you've set your electric prices at a set price. And guess what? At the end of that 15, 20 years, you have no electric bill and you have no payment. Along the way, you have eliminated your electric bill and you've kept it at a certain price, because everyone else, whenever you see Tico or Duke or somebody else raising their pricing, it doesn't affect you as much. Especially if you do a large offset. And what I mean by offset, some houses don't have enough roof space where they can eliminate their whole bill, so it will eliminate 85% of their bill or whatever.
Yeah, that's strong, man. That's
huge.
Very strong.
It's a big deal.
If you just joined us, I'm your host, Brandon Ryans. We're talking with David Ringo. He's the founder and CEO, 3D Solar LLC, here based in Tampa Bay. Also has an office in Sanford, Florida. And when you think about solar, let's take this piece by piece. The tax credits. I think there's some misconceptions about tax credits. Some people think they might not be available to get them.
Right.
What's the lowdown there, David?
It's a great question. We have it's real simple, and I'm not a tax guy, so I can't really speak too much about it. But I can tell you the generals. But it's a 30% tax credit, and it's on the federal taxes. So whatever your gross price is, just for numbers, if you spend $10,000, you're going to get a $3,000 tax credit. So it's it's 30% of your overall gross bill, and there's no cap on that. So you could spend $100,000, you're going to get $30,000 back. So it's a 30% of your overall gross bill is what it is, and everybody's able to get it. The one challenging portion is if you're not paying taxes at the end of the year, then it doesn't help you because it's only a credit. It's not you don't get a cash back because there's companies out there spending it a lot of different ways. But the reality is, if you don't have a tax liability, it's not going to help you.
Right.
So we make sure that we spend that the right way where people understand, because we don't get those calls in April where, hey, I didn't get my tax credit. You know what I mean? So we make certain that they understand, and we make certain if there's any questions that they talk to their tax guys. But yeah, it's a 30% and it's untapped.
And that's federal. Uncapped. Now, is there anything different for state, or is it all just lumped into the federal?
Right now, it's just in federal.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, perfect. We're coming into our first break, but when we come back, I want to talk more about some of the actual costs. What can consumers expect? How's the process look and feel? And some of the other misconceptions in that industry.
Perfect.
We'll talk about that. Also, later in the show, we're going to be hearing from Art Rosati, Overwatch Security, talking about protecting your assets, events, and different aspects of his business as well. And our feel-good story of the week's a great one. Mystery shopper spends $1 million at a Toys R Us to donate to kids. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Thanks for listening to My Daddy's Show. For more information, go to ConsumerQB.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com. listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. Platinum MVP Realty is our official partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Platinum MVP Realty. We're looking for agents right now. Looking for a couple of agents that we need help with working in leads, and a lot of resources available. So looking for agents. If you know of a good one, have them refer over to us. ConsumerQB.com. They can submit an email form at ConsumerQB.com and see links to all of our expert contributors. There's a contact form there. So we'd love for you to reach out. Anything you hear on the show today that resonates, just reach out. We'll put you in touch with the expert contributors, and they will help you with that. I want to give a shout out to Mary Maids, our official cleaning partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Is Mary Maids. Welcome to your clean home. Satisfaction is guaranteed by the Mary Maids. Relax, it's done. They know clean. Leave the details to them. Recipients of the Women's Choice Award, America's most recommended cleaning services, is Mary Maids. Check them out. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you, and take them up on their special offers to our show listeners. All right, got a hot listing here in beautiful areas. Islander is the property. It's up in Newport Richey, Hudson area. Now, this property is waterfront, bay access, beautiful property, just listed, and we reduced the price as well. So it's a beautiful property here. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 6-car garage, huge garage downstairs, plenty of room for boats and RVs at 7441 Islander Lane in Hudson. Beautiful property. Check out our real estate website, PlatinumMVPRealty.com, for all of your real estate needs. All right, we're back here in studio. We've got David Ringo in the house, 3D Solar, and we're currently talking about some of the different aspects that people may not consider, some of the misnomers of that space. And then coming up as well, we've got Art Rosati, Overwatch Security, going to be talking about security and some of the functions that his company does with corporate security, all different types of security there. So, David, let's talk solar here. So when we're talking about solar, what are some of the key misconceptions that people have? I think in the past I've heard, it costs too much, or it's going to make a bunch of holes in my roof and cause my roof to leak. I mean, those are two that come to mind, but they're really not true.
Well, those are two that we hear every day. So I'm glad you brought those up, actually. Yeah. So we hear that and the tax credits. Those are the three that really we hear a lot about. And the thing about the cost is, if you talk about the overall cost, it's expensive. It's not like, it is an investment, right? So the thing about it is, if we get you the right financing, the payments are less than what your electric bill is. Almost 95% of the time. So it's cheaper out of pocket every month, and you actually own your electric.
Wow. So it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. And, I want to make sure that I say this right. It's zero out of pocket. So you're not paying anything down, and most of our we have a lot of financing options. It's not like we have one company. We've got my CFO, Ryan, is working on a lot of things, and he's getting very creative. He's got a lot of finance options out there. And, if it doesn't fit for you, we've got another finance option that will. We've got a bunch of options. And like I said, it's no money down. Most of them are, if we can't make it to where it's cheaper for you out of pocket, we don't, or, monthly, we typically tell you, it's up to you. But if it's $50-$60 cheaper a month, I mean, that's a no-brainer, man.
It is,
it's fantastic. And then the tax credit we talked about a minute ago, I actually, before I came in today, was talking to somebody. We had somebody sign up for a job yesterday for a project, and they talked to a bookkeeper, and the bookkeeper told them, this tax credit doesn't sound right. I think you only get a $500 max. That's all you're going to get. And I was like, wait a minute. So I called him up. I said, hey, listen, give me your email because I want to send you some information. So, and then we talked this morning. I did that yesterday, and then talked to her today, and she's like, okay, I got it corrected. You're right. And so there's still a misconception, even though solar is a big deal in Florida, and there's a lot of people doing it. There's still a misconception on the tax credit. And the other one is, there's holes going in my roof, man. So the funny thing is, if you look at it, one of the analogy that somebody said years ago that really, really has stuck in my mind is, when you put a roof on, how many nails are going in your roof?
Right.
But now they cover them up the right way with the shingles, right? So we do the same thing. We use the top of the line flashings. It's an aluminum flashing that we use to cover up the penetrations we make. Mm-hmm. We have we just came out and it's kind of crazy, but we have a 25-year leak warranty that actually nobody in Florida is doing. It's the number one warranty in the state. And we did that, and we actually were in a couple of magazines. They're national print magazines, Solar Power World, Solar Pro, Solar Builder, and all those. And those are very specific to the industry, so most people don't get those mailed to them, But for the industry that we are in, we see that, and we're very excited to be in those magazines. And like I said, we just rolled out a 25-year penetration warranty, which is regards, it's for leaks. And most people are like 2, 3, 5 years. Sometimes you go to Home Show and you can talk them into 10 years and stuff. We just start out we're at your door with a 25-year warranty, and we stand behind it. And the crazy thing is, some people say, well, how, tell me your numbers in your business. Are you going to be around in 25 years? It's the manufacturers join it. So we're both supporting that. It's not just us, but it's the manufacturer and 3D Solar for 25 years. But the best thing about it is, I mentioned Ryan. I've got a great team. Our sales manager is more about educating people about these. Travis is fantastic. He comes out, teaches people about solar. He tells them what to look out for. He tells them what we do and what separates us. And one of the things that we really are very proud of is the Angie's List Super Service Award. We have 2 years running on Angie's List #1 in the Tampa market. So it's the first one we got. I got the call. I was in the conference room by myself, and they called, and I thought it was a joke. I said, "Who are you trying to reach?" Because And then they said, "Have you looked at your reviews online?" And I'm like, "No, but I will." I knew we do the right thing. We always try and do the right thing for the customer, and we put customer #1, and customer service is paramount for us, and that's how we got to where we are, in my opinion. And then we got the right team assembled finally. It took a little while, but we have an exceptional team assembled, and all those things you mentioned, the expense, the tax credit we have figured out. That's not hard to figure out, but. And then we did the 25-year penetration warranty, and we, just so you know, we had the Irma last year, and everybody was like worried about, they were calling us before, listen, is this thing going to be stable? Is this on my roof? Is it going to be good? And we had we actually, after the hurricane, we called every client just to check in on them, and we had no modules loose. We had no production issues. They were still producing just like they were before the storm, and we had 0 leaks from Irma.
Wow.
So not a one. So that's a testament to the products we use, our installers. All of our installers are just awesome.
Yep.
And the products we use and the way we do it.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, it really is. So we were so ecstatic after that hurricane came through. And we have installs all the way from like Naples to Gainesville area. It's not like we're just in Odessa. We do about 30 counties from the 2 locations, maybe a little bit more now, but we're in all over Florida, and didn't have a single module move. Which
that's great, man. That's really good.
We were so excited about that. Yeah.
So we're talking with David Ringo here, 3D Solar LLC, statewide contractor with solar, installation. So let's do something here for the listeners in case they want to reach out. So if you want to take advantage of the tax incentives, the lower than normal payment of your basically equivalent of an electric bill that you're going to be paying, the tax incentives, improving the value of your home. That's something we haven't really talked about a lot. Is you're improving the value of your home, enable you to increase the equity and potentially sell the property later, take the advantage there, or maybe access a home equity line if you need it. But go ahead and text the word solar to our consumer advocate hotline if you're interested and you want more information about solar power on your property. For a free consultation, reach out, text the word solar to 813-670-7372. Just text solar to 813-670-7372. And if you text the word solar to that number, we're going to put you in touch with David Ringo and his team. They're going to sit down with you, give you a nice consultative, educational overview of the system. No pushy sales or anything like that. Just raise your hand and say, hey, we want to know more. It's something to evaluate and just look at. They've got the 25-year leak warranty on the installation as well. So text solar 813-670-7372, and then we're going to put you in touch with David Ringo. All right, more from David later in the show as well. In our lightning round, we're going to have some fun with that. We're also going to talk about the mystery shopper story in our feel good story. But now I want to talk with Art Rosati, Overwatch Security. Got a couple minutes here. Let's tease them a little bit here. What we're going to talk about coming up in the show. So with Overwatch Security, you guys do. Let's give an overview of what you guys guys are offering. You mentioned when we had Ken Shamrock in town. That's a perfect example of your security system. You're able to go with us from site to site, job site to site, events, different types of aspects with Overwatch.
Yes, because of you, and once again, because of you and your show, we brought out the Cadillac Escalade. We took Ken. We traveled throughout several counties, and we treated Ken with our kid glove handling.
That's right.
We traveled throughout, and we traveled everywhere that you and Ken wanted to go, and that's what we do. We started off at the RNC. We went to the DNC up in North Carolina, and we put our politics aside. It's all about business.
That's right.
Okay, that's all it is. So that's what we do, and we're certified in Nevada, Alabama, and we're applying to Georgia. So we're covering all these states. With our jewelers, we can travel throughout any state. Since
Good
we're
point.
Federal.
So jewelers too. So people that want to protect assets like jewelry stores, diamonds, gold.
Yes.
You're helping those types of folks as well.
Yes.
That's great. That's interesting.
Now, medical marijuana. That is a big business that's booming here in Florida and throughout all these other states, especially Nevada. Hey, contact us. We're going to go ahead and protect you. We're looking for medical marijuana stores.
Got it. Okay, I got a referral for you on that one. All right, so stay with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. More from Art Rosani, Overwatch Security, and also later in the show, David Ringo, 3D Solar. More from him as well. Our expert contributors are here to help you win. We want to help you win no matter what you're facing, help you avoid a lot of that commission-based advice that's so prevalent. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Brandon Rhymes 1. We'll see you right after this short break. Mystery shopper spends $1 million at Toys R Us. Find out what for on the other side of this break.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show, hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Trisha up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com. And we're going to give a shout out here to Chef Will Wagner. He's a healthy meal delivery service. Chef Will and his team conveniently deliver organic meals to your home or office. Paleogenic, ketogenic, vegan, and gluten-free menus available. Also does some stuff for the children as well. Chef Will Wagner, he's my chef, and he can be your family chef too. Reach out to him, let him know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Check out all of our expert contributors at ConsumerQB.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors at ConsumerQB.com. And I want to give you a hot listing here and take a look at this one, 3911 West Euclid Avenue in South Tampa. This is in the Plant High School District. Beautiful property here. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2-story home in the best school district in Tampa Bay. It's got a half a bath as well, and it's over 4,000 square feet, custom built home, 10-foot ceilings throughout. Beautiful property. Too many upgrades to list here at 3911 West Euclid Avenue in Tampa, Florida. Beautiful place to live, work, and play. All right, so we're talking with Art Rosati, Overwatch Security here. We also have David Ringo, 3D Solar in studio. More from David coming up. But Art Rosati, Overwatch Security. So some of the talks between the breaks gets interesting here on the radio show. You know, it always does. Some of the best content is always between the breaks, right? But you know, when you're working with people, you're able to protect human assets. When you're working with jewelers, you're protecting a different type of asset.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
The jewelers, I can't go into extreme detail because it's on the air, and we signed non-disclosure agreements. We travel with jewelers throughout the states, and whether we go on a plane or whether we travel with them throughout the state of Florida, we pick up the packages or the line, as we call it, and they will go in the vehicle with us or the jeweler, and we'll move from point A to point B.
Nice.
And we are followed through our phones through satellite. So my business partner, Lenny Wetzel, who is in St. Augustine, will know everywhere that our agents are going.
Right. That's good. That's important. Why?
Because he's the only one that knows where we're going.
Right.
Nobody else knows where we're going. My wife doesn't even know where I'm going.
Right.
I just tell my wife, I've got to run, and she knows what a run means.
Yep.
And I have to leave.
Right.
So not only is what we call a police pad report written, and it's followed by satellite, he knows where we're at during that whole time.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
So when you're protecting, asset, there's no room for error. There's no room for, somebody saying something over the phone and getting picked up by one of those scanners that picks up the phone.
No.
Exactly.
No, absolutely not. Even when I was with you and Ken.
Yep.
There was a police pad written, and he knew where we were at the whole time, but nobody else knew where we were at the whole time because the protection was you and Ken, and I did not want anybody else knowing what we were doing. And the Cadillac that we were driving had darked out windows because I did not want Ken to be recognized.
Right.
And then I asked Ken, if you were approached by anybody, what do you want me to do?
Right.
Did you want me to back off, or did you want me in close? So I take my lead from the dignitary saying, hey, go ahead and let them approach. So I have to act friendly to anybody that approaches.
Right. And at the same time, on the other side of that, you may have somebody that says, as long as it's just one or two people, whenever the third person comes up, you deform a line or, different details per person.
Right. Lenny was trained through the United States Secret Service also. He was part of the Witness Protection Program. I was also trained from the Pentagon. I taught at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, and I also went through the Israeli Behavior Pattern Recognition School. So I know different body languages, and there's different aspects. And when I was on the show before, there was a guy that taught martial arts.
Yeah.
Always watch hands.
Right.
Always watch hands and eyes.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Hands and eyes. See, that's going to predict where the action's going to be.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. And you want to kind of think a layer deeper. We talk about on the show both economically and from this perspective of security, thinking a layer deeper, kind of thinking about what the next step might be, trying to foreshadow what may happen.
Correct. And when you were with Ken, you saw that I stepped way back so I can go ahead and scan what was going on a 360.
Right.
Rather than staying up close.
Right.
Because I wanted to see what was going on in our surrounding area.
Right. We're talking with Overwatch Security here, Art Rosati, representing Overwatch Security, and it's a statewide company, multiple states, Vegas as well, Nevada, a couple other states. You mentioned Alabama, I believe,
and Georgia.
So what would be the overall, if there's a company out there listening, let's say somebody's listening to our TV show on WeBeam TV, or maybe they're watching, listening on the radio, they're tuned in, maybe iHeartRadio app. What would you say to a business owner, a dignitary out there that might be considering your services?
I would say search any security company, all of them. However, there's a difference between a security company and an agency. We are an agency. We are the professionals that have been through both the military and federal law enforcement. We are the professionals, and we are the subject matter experts, the SMEs. We are it. We're not your $8 to $10 an hour guys.
Right.
We are the professionals in the field. I mean, that's it.
Yep.
There's no other way to say it, and it's not politically correct, but that's fact.
And you provide what services exactly?
To dignitary protection, when you're providing protection to Chelsea Clinton, we provided protection for Leonard Skinner, Chris Rock, to those type of people.
Yep.
It's high end.
Right.
And that's who we protect.
Yeah.
Now, when we're doing event security, what's beautiful is we've done security for weddings, bar mitzvahs, kinseys. That's great, because all of a sudden we get to see everything beautiful about that.
Right.
On the negative side, okay, people get stupid when they drink.
Right.
The liquid courage starts getting in.
Yeah.
And we try to de-escalate that. We don't want to go hands-on.
Right.
We try to smile and say, really? Today? Of all days, let's make this a happy day.
Right.
Let's not do this.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what we want to do, is we want to try to make it a happy day.
Yeah.
So we always try to de-escalate that.
Yeah, that's great.
Our last choice is to go hands-on. We don't want to do that.
Right.
Even with the RNC or the DNC, we did not go hands-on if we could try to avoid it.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best outcome, is to try to de-escalate the situation, and then hopefully the other person's friends will jump in and say, hey, come back. This is, they kind of recognize his pattern. He may have done that before. He or she, I should say, may have done that before. So, for corporate, for jewelry stores, any type of security, Overwatch Security can help you with that. And I can tell you firsthand, dealing with Art, it's been professional. We've worked together a couple times now. Everything was professional. It's exactly what he's saying it is, and it's a situation where you're going to be able to feel comfortable. For me, a lot of times if I'm hosting events, I know that I'm public speaking, I'm preparing my speech, and there's a lot that goes on to putting on an event. So the security is one of the last things you want to have to worry about. So that's where you guys would step in.
And let me say this: there was a prominent lawyer, very prominent, that is United States wide. He does a lot of commercials, and he asked two questions. If there's an event, no matter how big or small, he asked two questions, and he was my commercial, and he asked two questions: who is your security, and who did your physical security assessment? And if you didn't do either one of those, hire this lawyer, because if there wasn't, you're going to be in trouble.
Oh, I see.
So no matter how big or how small, you need to have security there.
Right.
And I encourage you, even if you don't hire us, please have somebody there.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're opening yourself up to a lawsuit if something were to happen.
I mean, no matter what, if it's your home, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Please have somebody there.
Right.
Whether it's us or whether it's another company, please have someone there.
And then maybe let's talk a little bit about the dress code. Sometimes you'll show the force, you'll show the sidearm.
Yes.
Sometimes you'll come a little bit more incognito,
yes,
so to speak.
Yes, we will either come in uniform. It's whatever the contract is with the person and what they desire. Like with you, I was dressed down. Like tomorrow, I will be at another location where we are in uniform, and some of these events, we are in suit and tie. And sometimes we are in suit and tie with other agents where we wear earpieces with lapel pins so they know exactly who we are. So I say to the dignitary, look for who we are, because you'll see the earpieces and lapel pins. And if there's law enforcement there, I will contact that law enforcement officer saying, this is who we are. Look for the lapel pins because we're armed. Because we don't want any crossfire.
Right. That's important.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, more from Art Rosati, Overwatch Security, David Ringo as well in the house, 3D Solar. When we come back, we're going to jump into our lightning round, and we have our feel-good story of the week. Mystery shopper spends $1 million at Toys R Us to donate to kids. All right, stay with us right here at Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com. Ian Beck.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation, visit Pasco County, Florida.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at ConsumerQB.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, the Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay, helping consumers win in any marketplace. That is the goal of our show. We want to help you win. 80-plus show partners that we bring on the air to help you understand more about these buying decisions. Today, we talked a lot about solar with David Ringo, 3D Solar in the house. We also have Art Rosati, Overwatch Security here in studio as well. And every day, we're going to tell you something positive as well. We've got our feel-good story and our feel-good segment. And let's go ahead and jump into our Tell Me Something Good here. Braylon's in the house.
A mystery shopper buys $1 million worth of toys at local Toys R Us to donate to kids. A Good Samaritan made a hefty purchase at a Toys R Us in North Carolina before the retailer officially closed its doors for good. An employee at the Raleigh store said an anonymous person purchased $1 million worth of remaining toys to donate to local children. "Oh wow, that's nice," said Vivian Smith, who showed up and found the doors locked with a closed sign on the glass. "Wow, awesome," said another customer. The staff told CBS 17 they will spend their last day boxing up the few toys left to put on a truck for the mystery buyer. Toys R Us closed all 700 stores in the U.S. on Friday.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of an end of a chapter, right?
Wow, I got kicked out of a Toys R Us.
Yeah. Yeah. Braylon and I used to have some fun, throwing the little bouncy balls around and stuff like that.
I was playing with the police cars.
Yeah, you would, right? So there's our feel-good story of the week, and so Toys R Us, it's a changing landscape. It just thinks, when you break that down, you think about the effect of that. You think about Amazon, you think about Walmart.com, you think about the different .coms that came about and how they affected. Now we're seeing a big company that had maybe it was too much of a niche into toys, but at the same time, I walk around the mall sometimes and I see stores that are, just dedicated to certain, whatever it might be, pick a topic, right? But soaps and those types of things. But, I think the specialization, it's got to be a very strong niche, and you got to have a very loyal following for those types of specializations to work.
You got to adapt too. They didn't adapt at all.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, adapting is big. What was their online presence? Were they trying to be online? Were they just relying on their bricks and mortars and the stores? But, they had a good jingle back in the 80s. Was it, I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Right.
Remember
That's
that?
right.
I still remember that to this day. But
that's why I got kicked out. I was a Toys R Us kid.
You're acting too much like a kid, right? They said, get out, Art. But yeah, so, having some fun here on the show. And when you think about, the changing landscape. I mean, it's business, it's finance, it's the internet has changed the game forever. Now, what you got to look at is how can you educate your customer base? How can you be more of a consultative approach to selling? How can you be marketing in 2018, 2019 versus so many companies that are still stuck in 2010s and 2000s and even the 90s? If you look at some of the salespeople's glamour shots on their business cards, right? But all right, so let's go ahead and jump into our lightning round here. We have our lightning round coming up.
Lightning round.
I am so good at lightning rounds.
I majored in lightning rounds.
All right, so lightning round topics, top nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. You're up first, David Ringo, 3D Solar Solutions.
Listen, this is David Ringo at 3D Solar. If you want to save money every month on your electric bills and you want to learn about the tax credits, contact us. We have great guys, great salespeople that come out and actually educate you. They're not sales guys at all. They're educators, really. Contact us, 727-868-0110, or find us on the website at 3-dsolar.com.
Yeah, awesome, good stuff. Lots of ways to take advantage when it comes to solar tax incentives, improving the value of your property. Financing the whole amount. There's no down payment required. Which, wow, I didn't see that coming.
Out of pocket.
No money out of pocket.
Yep.
So 3D Solar, we want you reaching out to them and consumerqb.com. You can see links there as well. Consumerqb.com. All right, Art Rosati, Overwatch Security. Parting words of wisdom.
Art Rosati, security, like your life depends on it. 904-727. Correction. Let me correct that. It's going to be our office number is 904-770-2745.
Okay.
Call that number. Call our office number. Give us a call. Your life may depend on it.
Yeah, that's important. When you're looking at it, especially business owners, local business owners, when you think about the jewelry aspect, how you're transporting jewelry, you think about corporate events, public speaking, different dignitaries coming from the airport, going to different events. That's what I love about Overwatch is they're able to pick you up. First class service, got the Escalade service, and they're able to help you, with whatever your business model might be.
Yeah, that's in St. Augustine. If you want to reach me in Tampa, I'm at 727-277-2745.
2745. Okay, and so let's go back to David then. So another top tip, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom, David.
To be honest with you, the biggest advice I give you is use your gut instincts, man. There's a lot of people selling solar out there. Just do your background. Maybe you can have Art do some background checks on it. You know what I mean? So we had somebody competing with us the other day that we were getting beat up pretty bad on pricing, and we did some background on them, and you should have seen their rap sheets. They were crazy. So do your research on the company. If they don't have awards, there's a reason. We've got awards. We're getting, the Tampa Bay Business Journal Top 50. We're in the top 500 contractors in America. It's Angie's List Super Service Award, Better Business Bureau. I mean, search those. If these people aren't on those, again, there's a reason. So
that's a big part of it. A lot of our contracting companies that come on, we have Avery Remodeling and Construction, Jason Avery, Fred Mew, Tampa Screens and Aluminum. They all say the same thing. Check out your contractors. Suncoast Roofing comes in, they talk about it. Check out the contractors online, verify they are who they say they are, and then take it a step further. Verify that they have insurance. If it's a big enough deal, they got to be bonded. They got to be licensed. They got
workers' comp.
Workers' comp's a big one.
You know why it's important is if you have somebody like in our industry, a roofing or somebody gets hurt on your property and you don't have workers' comp, guess who pays for that?
The homeowner.
It's the homeowner's insurance.
Wow.
So you've got to make sure that the people come to your house, they have workers' comp. Companies say it all the time. They'll get a workers' comp and then they'll pay people under the table. And those guys at the house have to be on workers' comp. All my employees are W-2 employees.
Wow.
We don't send anybody out to a house that's not W-2 employees.
So that's great. So they're going to show up. They're going to be identified by their shirt or a badge. Yep. It's going to say 3D Solar.
Yep, absolutely. Our guys in the field all have their names on them. They're and very professional shirts. They come with vans that are fully labeled. I mean, if you got somebody showing up in a vehicle that you can't tell who they are, man,
right?
That's a sign right there.
That is.
It's a big flag. If you ask me.
And especially with the hurricane season, we talked about it with Chuck from Suncoast Roofing. They were saying so many people would come in, get that first half payment deposit, and they're gone.
Absolutely,
you never see them again.
You know why? I mean, we do cash deals and we do financing, but the beautiful part about the financing is you have no concerns.
Right.
I mean, we don't get money till the job's completely done.
Wow.
So, and I like that. I think that's fair. In Florida, you hear so many stories about people getting ripped off 50% down. They never see the contractor again. We do take cash down. If somebody wants to put cash down, we'll do cash. That's fine. But we're not going anywhere. I've got
just to down payment is going to offset the payments and have them give them a lower payment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
To help them finance that. That's great.
Yep.
All right. So more nuggets of advice. Art Rosati, Overwatch Security, top tips, nuggets of advice.
I would say look at a security company and then come to the agency. Look me up. Look at our website, www.osginc.us. Give us a call. Let us do your background checks. For real estate agents, you do an open house, you're responsible for everything in there. Have us come out there, do your open house. You never know.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's so many aspects to where this could be utilized. This service could be utilized. And, when you think about, the security side, you look at the background. You are all military and then federal law enforcement.
Yes. Yeah. And we can do your background checks, your open house. We played a open house real estate agent in training. Mm-hmm. So we played that part.
Right.
For your medical marijuana, again, we're looking for all those medical marijuana stores and fields that are growing medical marijuana. We want to protect those assets.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's good stuff. Great show today with lots of information. All of our expert contributors are at consumerqb.com. That's the website. You can see links there at consumerqb.com. Submit an email form. We talked a lot about solar, lots of benefits to solar and how you can add value to your home. You can cut down on the marketing time. If you're looking to sell your home, a home that has solar built in, it's going to, fuel not only, a lot of the components of the home. You can pull the pool is another issue. A lot of times that can be, the water can be heated through that aspect, and the energy efficiency. Plus, it's good for Mother Earth when you think about it. It's helping out the Earth. Art Rosati, Overwatch Security. I've worked with them. They do a great job. They've worked for a couple different events that we've done, and it's all been first class. It's the way to go when you think about it. And in general, with the show, we want you to think about this show as the hub of your financial, your business, your real estate, your health will. Each spoke extending out, representing another one of our expert contributors. These are the folks that we bring on the show to help entertain, enlighten, engage, and to help you live a better life. There's a lot of ways that we can help you save money, but it's up to you to engage. We can help you live a better life through these different areas of our show, and you've seen us on air now for 5 years. We've been on air, and I would urge you to check us out online. Follow us on social. We'd love for you to follow us, Instagram and Facebook, Brandon Rhymes PA. We've got the Consumer Quarterback Show pages out there as well. Twitter is at Brandon Rhymes 1. We want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food, some clothing, hand it to that person that you see in need. Be a force for good in the community. Do something kind for one another every day. Just think about the karma that you have and what you're putting out there, and it's going to come back to you. So we really appreciate you listening to our show, tuning in. I want to thank David Ringo, 3D Solar, Art Rosati, Overwatch Security for coming in as well. All of our our folks behind the scenes putting the show together, doing a great job putting the show together here. Enjoy your fireworks and have fun out there. Be safe, and we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Follow us online, and we appreciate that. We'll see you next time right here, Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you. Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.